Well, I love playing this game. I love playing football, and a lot of it is the relationships that you build. Sitting in the lunchroom, goofing around with the guys in the locker room, out here, going after that common goal and putting in the sweat and working together. So that's a lot of why I love this game, and I have so many great memories. Forget the ups and downs of my career and all the different stops. I absolutely have enjoyed stopping everywhere and meeting all the people that I've met and playing with all the people that I've met. And I hope, when I'm done playing that they all have good things to say about me in terms of how prepared I am, in terms of, my competitiveness, and in terms of, wanting to go to battle with me. Those are things, that I really put a lot of weight into.
Ryan, it's your 15th, I think, training camp now, is that right?
Yeah.
How would you compare how you're throwing the ball now to years past?
The last 5-6 years I've gotten better every year. So I think right now I'm seeing it better, I'm throwing it better, I'm just understanding stuff a lot better than I ever have, and that's what makes it an exciting opportunity.
Are you peaking in your mid-30s?
Yeah, there's so many things with me that I don't think anybody's ever going to put on tape and say, hey, we want your form to look like this guy. That's not really who I am, but I really have honed in, things that make me more accurate, and just really worked on some stuff, just with myself in terms of I know myself well enough to know when it's going to be a good throw or a bad throw, and it releases and lets go out of my hand. So, I feel more comfortable with myself and my game right now than I ever have.
Ryan, have you had any conversations with the coaches about managing your workload or having a pitch count of sorts in practice?
No, I hope that didn't come up. I feel really fresh. I love being out here every single day, and I try not to say that too loud in front of the linemen at the lunch table, and because I know I'm not the one banging heads and hitting every day and all that. But I love being out here. I love throwing the ball. So my arm feels fresh, and I can. If there is a problem that arises, we'll talk about it. But I don't foresee it happening because I haven't really had any arm issues my whole career.
Ryan, where do you view yourself in this competition as it stands right now? Coach said you're clearly ahead at this point. There's only 5 practices in camp.
Well, I from day one when I got here, my goal was just to help get this thing established, get the guys going, make sure that I'm running the offense the way that it's supposed to be run. There's a lot that they put on the quarterback in terms of things that happen before the snap, during a play or even after. So just trying to execute it to the best of my ability, be open and communicate with all the guys. And, we've got a good group that's willing to work.
Ryan, what did you see from the offensive line today?
It's always hard for me, during practice. There's so much that goes on, but those guys are working extremely hard, and those are things, pushing at the end of practice. They're doing it up tempo. When we're a couple hours into practice, and those guys, sweating, getting in their stance and firing off the ball. Those are things that are going to help us as the season gets going here.
When there is a coaching change that happens this early, how does that affect the locker room?
The NFL in general, you always, every year, and the longer you're in it, that everybody's replaceable. It doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you were in the past, what you've done in the past. So, there's not really, it's tough when we're in it because there's not really a human element to it. It's just next man up and you just keep going because we've got so much to do and we've got our focus forward. So it's hard to pay any mind to it right now, but we just continue to grind and try to move in the right direction.
Ryan, as it relates to validation and empowerment, with Coach Flores' statement today about you being the leader, how does that play into the concepts of validation of you as a player and empowerment to now lead the whole team?
Well, I think as I've gotten older and as I've maybe played on different teams and been in different systems and try to get with different groups of guys, I think I've become better at that. I think I've just become more comfortable in that role, and so I try to do my best and be myself. And hopefully, guys decide that they want to follow that, and it's something that's worked well for me in the past.
Ryan, what do you hope to accomplish this week before the scrimmage on Saturday?
We're still, in installation mode and doing different things, and so, each practice is a little bit different in terms of the focus and what we're trying to do. So we've had a bunch of red area days. We had some stuff in the field and play action. I know we'll have some third down stuff and some 2-minute stuff coming up. So that's a lot of situations and making sure everybody's on the same page and understanding. But I think every day, no matter what we're doing with all that, is communication, making sure that everybody knows what I'm thinking. I'm making sure I know what Chad's thinking, and just making sure that we're all communicating and going in the same place.